So hey, my boutique babes, how y'all feeling? Are y'all having a good night? What's up? How you doing? Okay. I just wanted to come on real quick and post this video and talk about 3 hiccups in running an online boutique that some people may not talk about or mention. So this is like behind the scenes of a business type of thing, right? So let's hop right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is vendor shipping issues. So I'll give you a prime example of something that just recently happened to me with my collection that I'm supposed to be launching, right? I'm still launching it. So what happened was I ordered from US vendors, and I was thinking like, oh, okay, I'm ordering from a US vendor, like the stuff should come quickly and on time. It shouldn't be any issues, it shouldn't be any hiccups. It's a safe bet to go with a US vendor. I didn't want to have to deal with testing out samples that will come and not be good quality, or the sizing will be totally off. With sometimes what can happen with Asian brands, you know, the sizing can be really off, stuff can run small. You can have issues where they come in European sizing or like Asian based sizing or whatever it may be, but not like US sizing, or go based on US sizing and US measurements, right? So I didn't want to have to deal with any of that. I'm trying to make things, our brand is all about making things easy on the mamas, okay? It's all about trying to make things convenient. I'm not trying to be worried about having to bust out a tape measure every time I want to place an order somewhere, and then worrying about if something is going to come like way too small or the sizing is going to be terribly off. So anywho, I placed the order for some sandals with one vendor and some t-shirts with the other vendor that's supposed to be coming, right? So what happened was I was expecting for the delivery to come by the middle of February, for sure no later than the middle of February, because I knew that I wanted to be able to launch the collection by like the third week in the month. So I wanted the stuff to come on time so that way I could get my promo out. You know, I can start to prepare and be like, okay, y'all, the collection is getting ready to launch, you know, do giveaways and stuff like that leading up to it. That was my plan. And of course, like I said, I wanted to be able to launch by the middle of the month. So when I looked at the packaging tracking information on the sandals, what ended up happening was that for some reason it kept on saying that the pre-shipment information was sent over to USPS, but they hadn't received the package yet. And it sat like that for days. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, I gave it a couple of days during the week, and then when it went into the weekend and nothing updated and I didn't see anything different with it, I was like, okay, something has got to be up. So I messaged the vendor and I explained to them what happened. I was like, oh, well, you know, could have been, I don't know what's going on, but the tracking information is saying that nothing has been actually shipped out yet. They've just received the shipping info. So I don't know if the package got lost, if it was a mishap and it never got sent, whatever it may have been, but they hadn't received the package. So the vendor was very professional. They handled it like they were supposed to. They said, oh, well, like, I'm so sorry about that. You know, we're going to go and check into it and see what's going on with it. Soon as they went and checked on it, the next day, shipping information updated for it. The package was out to be shipped. So now it's on the way. I can officially launch the collection and everything, but still I'm like, dang, I wasn't expecting that type of mishap to happen. Another thing, oh, baby girl sleeping. She falling asleep, poor thing. So the other thing that happened with the other vendor, I know she does look so cute. Let her fall asleep.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to the boutique babes? You gonna mess up the camera?
Yeah.
Knock it down.
Do you think she pretty? Go think if she's a 10 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10.
They're gonna say she's a 10 out of 10 because my baby is beautiful, just like you're handsome. So hey babes, I'm back. My son needed some attention, so I had to take a quick commercial break, but nonetheless, we're back. So to pick up where we left off, let's talk about now what happened with the other vendor, the t-shirt vendor. So it pretty much was like the same situation. They were very respectful. They handled the situation. I ordered poly mailers from them, and I ordered shipping bags, but I also had a second shipment of t-shirts that was supposed to come from them. Now, it was totally fine that they shipped both orders in two separate packages, where the shipping supplies came in one and then the t-shirts came in the other, but the shipping supplies came and I never received the t-shirts. So I thought that something was up. I'm like, I messaged them and I'm like, I don't know what happened to the t-shirts. Like, can you guys give me some help and like, let me know what happened. So they were like, oh, we're so sorry about that. And they fixed it. They shipped it out. It pushed me back, but it's okay. Nonetheless, everything worked out. And it's funny how things work out, and we want things to be launched or happen by a certain date, but God had other plans clearly, and it worked out for my favor because yes, we love God. Yep, God worked it out in my favor, because out here in Louisiana, all of a sudden, like, a cold front came through and the weather was nothing like how I was expecting it to start. I thought it was going to start to warm up sooner than what it actually did. So the delay that happened with the packages was good, because now this week and for the rest of the weather report of like how it's supposed to be looking for the next 2 weeks or so, there's no cold front or anything. We're starting to actually get into spring weather. There's a chance of rain in the report. So I'm like, yes, it's warming up. So my collection is going to be perfect timing, because it's going to be catered to warm weather and the humidity, the Louisiana humidity that we have to deal with, especially out in the summer. So the items that are going to come are going to be perfect for that. So thank you, Lord. He always works everything out for our good. And as long as we trust in him, everything works out. So, that's another thing though to remember, is that you should message the vendors and make sure that they have good customer service and that you're actually able to get your issues resolved. Like, because of the way that they handled the situation and how professional they were, and the fact that mistakes do happen all the time, now I have a relationship with that vendor, and I know that I can rely on them, even though we had one little hiccup, that they will fix the situation if something does arise. So it all works out. Second thing that nobody talks about is how expensive shipping can be. Now, when you're looking on vendor sites as a boutique, right? As a retailer, Fashion Go, Faire, Orange Shine, all of those, right? Whenever you go to the vendor, the item cost may be one thing, like the pack cost may be one thing, but then when you see the shipping price, especially if something is coming from overseas, the shipping price may be like through the roof and not even worth it then at that point for you to order, because then it's going to push your product cost too high let me not say too high, because it all depends on the audience that you're catering to and all that good stuff and your brand direction that you want to go in. But me personally, for my brand, I don't want to have the issue of shipping being through the roof, and then I have to mark up my price super high just because the shipping was expensive, but not because the item was actually quality. I would rather price my stuff accordingly, because I'm getting items that are good quality and not just fast fashion stuff, which there's nothing wrong with fast fashion. But as a boutique owner, I don't want fast fashion, because fast fashion is a hard market to compete in. Fast fashion is its own thing. It's not sustainable materials. It's not meant to be worn long term. It's not meant to last you. It's not meant to actually be an item that you get your money's worth and that you get several wears out of. A lot of times with fast fashion, the colors of stuff fade. The stitching may not be right. Stuff falls apart. And at one point I was into that, but now I'm just not. With kids and everything, and with things getting more and more expensive, I want stuff that I could be able to get multiple wears for years down the line out of. I want stuff that's going to last. I want stuff that's quality, right? So back to this though, because that was like a little short rant or whatever. But be sure to check with the shipping prices of things before you order them from the vendors, because that could be a huge determining factor in what your price may be and what your customer is willing to pay for your items. Like I said, I would rather be able to offer quality items that may cost a little bit more for me, and have lesser to pay in shipping and support a US based business and keep that money within our economy, than to go and get something from overseas. I got to deal with the language barrier. I got to deal with, all the extra stuff that comes with that. And, if you feel like going through that, cool, do your thing. But just for me, that's not what I'm trying to do. But the last thing that people don't talk about is how expensive inventory can be, and how expensive just starting up a boutique or a business just in general can be. But we're going to focus on online boutiques because that's what I have, an online boutique. So I'm going to give a quick tip. I started my store through Shopify. Why did I choose Shopify after doing my research and everything and this and that? I know that a lot of people say, oh, well, Shopify can be so expensive and they didn't like to deal with this and that. But me, I want convenience. I need convenience. I like for everything to be right then and there in one spot, where I can have everything organized. I don't have to go to different sites, different things, different areas, different to deal with. I don't have time for that. I don't want to have to deal with that. So Shopify is great because it has everything in one storefront domain area, whatever you want to call it. So there's so many apps that have partnered with Shopify to make your life easier. So why not just make your life easier and go ahead and go with Shopify and start your boutique, your online boutique. There's tons of other sites that you can use, and if Shopify isn't really your cup of tea and you would decide to go with something else, then go ahead, boo, do your thing. You got to do whatever is most comfortable for you. What's most comfortable for me is Shopify. I'll give you an example of the apps that they have already. They're easy for you to access all in one spot. You can download your point of sale app. You can download your affiliate marketing app. You can download your app for brand ambassador campaigns. You can download your apps for email marketing, text messaging, marketing. I mean, everything, you name it, you can have it there. Even a lot of vendor sites partner with Faire. I'll give you an example. I mean, not with Faire. I'm going to bring up Faire. That's why I said that on accident. My bad, y'all. But a lot of brands partner with Shopify. So you get discounts, you get all types of incentives just for having a Shopify storefront. And then the icing on the cake is that with Shopify, they give you a 3-month free trial for, well, is it free? Let me remember. No, it's 3 months for $1 per month. So you get 3 months for $3. And then after that, the basic plan is $29 a month, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So do yourself a favor. Just start with the free trial for 3 months. Get your site up and running. Play around with what apps you need. Go ahead and, download the stuff that you need. Play around with how you want your site to look and this and that. And then after the 3 months, just go ahead and get the basic plan and keep it at that. Don't go and spend all of that money on getting a super expensive storefront and this and that when you're starting out, unless of course you have that money to be able to do that. But I want you guys to know that you don't have to spend all those unnecessary excess funds if you don't have access to it right now at the moment. You can start with the basic plan and have everything set. Ugh. Lord, y'all see I'm trying to talk and I'm tired and everything trying to get this out, exactly. But we're going to get it out though. I know I got tongue-tied, buddy.
Exactly. You probably messing up.
It's okay though, y'all. Y'all get the point. So go ahead and set up your site and everything with Shopify. Now, the next thing that I want to get onto that has to do with the expensive inventory thing is Faire. Faire is partnered with Shopify. When I started up my Shopify and everything, I went ahead and I downloaded Faire as one of my, I guess you could call it like a marketplace. Yeah. So marketplace sites where they have a whole bunch of vendors for you to have access to. I chose Faire because Faire has a lot of brands that are catered to retailers that don't want to offer items that are already on Amazon or on marketplaces that are already super oversaturated. So I'll give you an example. The t-shirts that I get from from my vendor, they're not on Amazon. They're not on oversaturated sites where it's going to be hard for a small business to try and break out of and to get their name out there. Also, you can cater the vendors that you want to support. You can niche it down, whichever one you want to say, down to whether it's sustainable brands, whether they're women-owned brands, whether they're not on Amazon, like we said. It's different vendor-specific. U.S. vendors, if it's just a U.S.-based vendor. All these things, you can choose what categories you want your vendor to fall into and what's important to you and your brand. So I like Faire also because with inventory being so expensive and having to start out with buying all this stuff, and having to worry about if it's going to sell, if it's not going to sell. It's a lot of stuff on your plate, child. So Faire is good though, because I started up with using their available credit terms that they have, their 60-day, what is it called? It's their 60-day payment terms. So with Faire, let's say you get approved for, when you're starting out, they approve you for $500. So if you get $500 worth of merchandise from different vendors, they give you 60 days to pay it back. So you buy the stuff, you sell it, you have 60 days to pay it back. After the 60 days is up, you owe the balance on how much it is that you have to pay. So it's kind of like credit, except they give you more time they give you 60 days to be able to pay it without having to come up with the money right then and there and front it, without you having without you having that income to be able to afford starting up with so much inventory and having to worry about, I got to get like $3,000 worth of stuff. Like, no, you don't. You can start small. Start small, start somewhere. It's all about just starting. So another good thing about Faire is that when you partner with Shopify, they give you, which you have your site through Shopify, and then you have Faire as one of your marketplaces to have your vendors through. They give you a 1-year insider free shipping membership. So with that, there are specific vendors on Faire that offer free shipping for you to order your stuff, to order your inventory. So they have vendors for different things, like you name it: tumblers, clothing, shoes, accessories, purses, like everything. And like we talked about before, shipping can really eat into your profits. It can eat into your inventory costs. So if you can get free shipping, like, why would you not take them up on that offer? And it's not even the type of thing of where like, if they give you free shipping, then they probably charge like crazy prices for the items. No, because a lot of the vendors that I have found that are on Faire and also on Fashion Go, because that's another marketplace where you can get items from vendors. A lot of the prices are the same. Some of them do charge a little bit more, but it's not anything crazy. I stuck with brands that offer the same pricing on Faire as they offer on Fashion Go, Orange Shine, whatever it may be. So yeah, like I said, try and just start. No matter what, there's gonna be hiccups like this always that happens in business, but we learn as we go. We make a mistake or we have a hiccup and we keep on going. So none of these things are things that should stop you from pursuing your dreams of having an online boutique. None of these things are things that you should lose sleep over or worry so much about, because you live and you learn. The only way that you'll be able to get better and the only way that you'll be able to keep going and learn from these things is if you actually take a chance and do it. So go ahead and do it. Do it, boo. Do it, you. Do it, boo. Do it, you, I said. I meant do it, boo, because who better than you, right? So yeah, that was it. I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, whenever you are watching this. And me and baby girl are out because, as y'all can see, she is knocked out.
Yep.
Sleeping. Thank God. Assuredly, huh? Why are you so silly? So yes, I love y'all, Boutique Babes, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. So hey, Boutique Babes.
Hey,
I'm
Boutique
so thankful. Yes, you said hey, buddy. I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for watching. I'm so thankful for all of our new subscribers, and I'm so thankful to be able to offer some tips and tricks to you guys. And I would like to be able to start a series having to do with starting your Shopify store, setting things up, how to run an online boutique, how to start things from the ground up, and for y'all to stay tuned into the journey and witness the growth that's going to take place from us coming from being a startup brand, a small business that's just launching, starting with limited amount of inventory, starting with limited amount of resources, because child, in this economy, ain't nobody trying to take chances on spending a whole bunch of money and putting a whole bunch of money into things when it doesn't take all of that. All it takes is a dream and some determination. So I would love for you guys to stay tuned into the journey. And I would love to be able to make this a series, right? So I would love to be able to show you guys some tips and tricks along with Shopify and how to set up your storefront and all the behind the scenes, or like I'd like to call it, behind the business stuff having to do with starting and maintaining an online boutique. So if you guys would love to see that, then just comment below and say start a series. Hashtag start a series. That's what we're going to do. So if you guys want to see more content having to do with this, like I said, let me know in the comments. And I also have one more thing for you guys. In the description, I have a Shopify link down below, so you guys can click on that link, and it's me referring you guys to Shopify. And of course, every little bit helps out, boo, because I get a small fee off of that just for passing on the information to you guys and letting you guys know to go ahead and go with Shopify. So if you guys want to see more tips and tricks, stay tuned. And I also have a referral link for Faire, which was the marketplace that I mentioned. I love Faire. If y'all haven't noticed, like I said, I love Faire. I love being able to get behind brands and vendors that have meanings behind the brands, meanings of why they decided to start up. They have morals. I mean, like, it's real people behind these brands and real people that have a message. Baby girl, you're looking up at me talking. It's real people that have a message to deliver, and they have valid reasons behind why they started their brands. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, like I said, click the referral link down in the description and support your girls. Support, okay? Support. It don't hurt nothing to support. So yeah, love you guys. Have a good night, a good morning, a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. And I love each and every one of you and appreciate you.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe. Like
to our channel.
And hit the notification bell.
Yep, hit that bell. And hit that like button.
Bro, we are so silly. If y'all haven't noticed yet, these videos be raw and uncut. Like, I be with the kids. I just be trying to get it out. But hey, one thing about it, y'all can't say that Boutique Arie and Ariel, Jasmine, Olivier was never a fake. She was never just putting on her front. Baby, we are...
And don't be saying... And don't be saying that she's not real, because she is real, and that's her right there.
Oh boy, you better defend.
Oh,
don't knock me out.
Why would I knock you out?
So yes, like I said from the very beginning, whenever I started this, whenever I launched this brand, whenever I launched this boutique, this is all about real moms. We cater to real moms. We give real content, and we don't always do all the editing. We don't always do the getting our face made up and this and that, because sometimes I just don't have the time for that. You see, I'm trying to post this video late at night like this just to get it out to you guys. So support your girl. Appreciate the effort. We're real mompreneurs, okay? Entrepreneurs that are moms trying to do it. So let's support each other, boo. All right? So y'all gonna say bye?
Huh?
Y'all gonna say bye?
Oh, yeah. So let's say bye, Gabby.
Say bye, Gabby.
Bye.
Say bye, Gabriella. She like, I ain't messing with them folks.
Bye.
But GT
Bye,
messing
guys.
with my folks. I love y'all so much. And like I said, just continue to stay tuned.
Subscribe, like, and hit